So, good morning. I am going to do a little art meditation. Um, this practice basically is where I kind of just let go. I let whatever create. I create. I try not to judge it. I try not to push it into particular directions, one stroke at a time, and I let it build until it's something that looks like it could be something, but usually it doesn't look like anything. But it's great art therapy, and it's a way of meditating that I enjoy. So I thought I might share it in a live stream and see how it goes. So I'm going to get started here. Today I'm going to be working with watercolor and a little bit of pencil. I'm not really necessarily painting anything in particular. I'm trying to not necessarily let it drift into the representational. I don't particularly care to evolve it into a person or to an animal, or I would love to just try to keep it as something that's nondescript, if it's possible, if my mind will let me do it. the stream will last about 20 minutes. And I should have something that looks like a fairly decent sketch by that time. Nothing that really is finished, but the general concepts and layout will be there. I can't really respond to comments because I'm painting, but I will, if there are any comments, I'll address those after. One of the toughest things about being an artist sometimes is putting yourself out there. There's a certain expectation that we have of ourselves. Artists are notorious for comparing themselves to other people and to other artists. It keeps them in a state of fear. But I recommend pushing past that, if it's possible, which it is. And again, the point of this exercise is just to allow myself to express without any expectation. In the end, it's going to look like a mysterious structure of unknown origin. But I'm okay with that. anyone has ever doodled before, this is akin to a doodle, where you just kind of let your mind go. But I am thinking about composition as I do this. I can't say that I'm not. I'm thinking about color and composition, but I'm trying not to think about representational things. There are some symbols that I've noticed that I do put into these. Symbols like, I'm going to do one now here, like a drop of water, like so. There's also a heart that it usually ends up in here. And we'll let the others come as they come. So whenever I put down a stroke and I think that doesn't look very good, like in other types of meditations, you just kind of acknowledge the fact that you think that way, and then you kind of send it on its way, and you keep going. Because there's really no guarantee that this is going to look nice when I'm all done with it. But it's really not about that in my mind. It's more about allowing myself the freedom to explore. I think we're getting there. Don't ask me what it is, because I have no idea. All right. Put like a little plus line up here. Now I do add an eye, usually, mostly because I want people to engage with it. If it's so non-representational, most people don't give it a second thought. They just, they don't have the ability to understand what it is that they're looking at. But when you add an I, then all of a sudden, people are interested. It's not that I don't want people to connect with it. I want people to connect with it. That's why I do it. Okay. So now what I do is I go over it with pencil, defining shapes. Now sometimes I feel like it produces something that's quite unique. And I feel as though I can take that and move it into a painting. I feel strongly about it. And other times I just let the experience be what it is. And I don't feel like I need to do much with it. Let's dry him out a little bit. I might run a little over. I might go up to 7:30, we'll see. Wherever this ends up, I'll probably continue to work on it a little more after this live stream to continue to push out some of these shapes and define them a little bit more so that it has a more tangible feeling, like it could exist in the real world. By giving it some shading, some light and shadow type effects. So I will be posting this on my Facebook and Instagram pages and Twitter, or X now. I'll post it all over when I feel like it's ready to show. For whatever it is, it's likely not going to be an earth-shattering thing, but it will be something that I made. And I made in the moment. So that's, to me, that's important. But doing this type of exercise every day is a pretty unique experience. I think it really does free my mind a little bit from some of the anxiety of being an artist. And you can try this yourself. You don't have to show people. You can just do it for yourself. I'm sharing it here because I would like to try to introduce this concept to people if they're not as something that you can do, especially if you're feeling anxious. You can see what I'm doing here. I'm just modeling it out. I'm rendering it, giving a little bit of texture and detail. Allowing those shapes to build on other concepts that I'm kind of deciding in the present. It's a similar thing. All right, well, I'm supposed to do 20 minutes, and that's where we're at. We're at 20 minutes right now. So I'm going to go ahead and call it and stop the stream. But I will continue to do this, and you can look up later today where you'll see a little bit more work's been done on here, and you can see the finished thing. Very strange. I love it. Very strange. Very not normal. I love it. All right. Thank you again for watching.